Today's video is for those of you who need to have better poops who just don't know how to improve them. Do you squeeze harder? It's still not working. What can we do to improve the quality of our poops? Well, we're about to find out in today's video. Now, it might sound like a weird subject, but I'd say I'm a poo expert just because of the quantity of the amounts of poos that I've had to take over the 10 years of me bodybuilding and eating lots of food. So I thought this information would be very informative for those of you who have a harder time on the toilet. I think the number one most important factor to taking a good poo is the position you attack the bowl from. You don't want to be sitting in the regular position because this position actually kinks your colon and causes your feces not to be able to travel through your intestines properly and makes it harder for you to actually excavate your bowels. A much more natural position is a full squat. So if you can get both of your feet on the toilet seat, then you are in a perfect position. But of course, this isn't always the easiest position. So if you can find something to prop your feet up on, maybe the trash can that you have next to the bathroom and the toilet bowl cleaner, or if you buy a squatty potty, this also puts you into a great position. Not to mention that if you face the toilet, you can use the tabletop as a prop for your poop news surfing needs. The next one on the list, and one that I think is a huge factor for a lot of people around the world for why they cannot get good poops come out, is because they aren't hydrated enough. Think of the last time that you were drinking a bunch of alcohol but you weren't drinking any water, and then the next morning when you tried to poop and it felt like your poops were hard rocks coming out of your butt. That's because you didn't have enough water in there. So by drinking more water, you can allow your poo to slide around the insides of you a little bit easier, and you can stop yourself from getting as constipated. Choo choo, all aboard the poo poo train. Next up in this exciting race to the toilet is fiber. You gotta get good fiber in there. And there's a bunch of different types of fibers, so you can choose all sorts of different foods, but the ones that I found to be the most effective, and I say that because I see them in the toilet after I've eaten them the day before, which is kind of TMI, but black beans, corn, and seeds from fruits like strawberries or passion fruit or anything like that. All of those things seem to stand the test of the digestive system and push all of the excess poo right on through you into the toilet bowl. So the next time you feel like you need to clear some stuff out, have a nice big fiber-filled dinner of black beans and corn and maybe some fruit. All right, back into the toilet chambers. Now this is a strategy that you can actually utilize with your body to improve your poops on the spot. This is called hollowing your stomach out. So while you're sitting there, try to suck your belly button back to your spine as hard as you can. This is going to stimulate using your transverse abdominis muscles, and this helps you empty your bowels out. For example, what I'll do is I'll just hold this for about 10 to 15 seconds and just wait, and you will see a special surprise. A lot of you will already know exactly what I'm talking about with this one, but for those of you who do not know the magical powers of the coffee bean, if you drink some coffee, it will stimulate you having to poop. They've tried to do studies to figure out why this is. They can't exactly figure it out, but if you try, 5 to 10 minutes after drinking some coffee, you will need to excavate those bowels, baby. Inside of us, we all have something called an ileocecal valve. This is the connection point between the small and the large intestines, and sometimes it doesn't operate properly. So what you can do is massage it by finding your belly button and your hip bones, positioning your thumbs halfway in between those 2 points, and push your thumbs down and up towards your face. Do that about 10 different times for about 3 or 4 seconds each stroke. This can help move the contents through the intestines for you. The final two things that you can do to help improve your movements are to, one, try a probiotic like kombucha or any sort of fermented foods, and then also try some magnesium, because magnesium helps to relax the muscles that control the digestive system and you actually being able to poop, so that can help a lot with constipation as well. I wanted to make this video because while it is really weird and a lot of people will shy away from this video, a lot of people will see it and get embarrassed and nervous, I feel like it needs to be out there. You know, the quality of your pooping, I know it sounds so silly, but the quality of your pooping changes the quality of your life. If you're not having good poops, then the whole day you're thinking about your poop that you haven't had. So it's very important to have good poops, have good strategy to pooping, and to learn stuff that you don't know about pooping. And I feel like this video will get out to a lot of people who maybe wouldn't have done their own poop research, but you made it through this 5, 6, 7 minute video and now you know a lot more about your best strategy to poop. Honestly, I also just love doing videos that I think people would be too nervous to do or just are really out there and weird, because I'm like that kid in class who hears someone say poop and I'm like, woo. It's just fun to make people uncomfortable sometimes. But I hope that you guys learned something from this. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to hear what you guys' strategies are, or strategies that you saw in this video that you're already using, because I know a lot of you guys are poop squatters just like me, so I'd love to hear who out there is. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you give it the thumbs up, let me know what you thought in the comments below, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Team Beyond the Week, CT.
Lift heavy or die, Myron, mother. Fuck. Team me up, week.